Hello, hello, hello. It is Adrienne, also known as Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside.com. And it has been more than a month of Sunday since I've been live on YouTube. But I wanted to, we've got a full moon coming up. I don't know if you can hear it, my voice. My voice has been crazy. But we've got a full moon coming up on the 6th. Actually, it happens really early in the morning to basically nighttime of the 5th. But we've got this moon coming, and I really want us to talk about it because it's major. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, okay? Let me pull up where the planets are because I love to do that and talk about where the planets are. And I'm going to cut. I love this song. I'm going to play this in the background while I pull up everything because I love this song. I do like this song. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to turn it up, y'all. Here we go. Hey. Hey, hey, yeah, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Yes, you guys. Okay, I have found where the planets are. And I know why I want to party, and I know why I want to dance, and I know why I came live, and I know why I'm in your face, and I know why I'm loud, and I know why I am bringing all the energy because I got all the energy within me right now. So let's talk about what I see here. And I'm going to cut this down just a little bit more. So right now, we've got the sun at 12 degrees of Gemini. 12 degrees of Gemini, which I would think 12 degrees of Gemini is a very communicative placement because 3 in numerology does kind of roll over the communication. And Gemini is the sign of communication, ruled by Mercury. So it's a very mercurial day. But on top of the sun being in Gemini, we also have Venus sitting on top of it. So Venus and the sun are conjunct. Sun at 12 degrees of Gemini, Venus at 11 degrees of Gemini. And I don't know where Gemini falls in your personal horoscope, but for moi, this is all happening in my 5th house. My 5th house. I'm going to put music back on. I'm going to party again. I just want you guys to understand where we are. This is all about the party. And let me just see. Let me see. No, I don't have enough. Otherwise, I would have put TikTok on my phone and brought in some TikTokers in the background because that's how much energy I got right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to point that out where these are. But as if all of that young, childish, happy energy wasn't enough, because that's a lot, all that wonderful energy, that Gemini childish energy, Gemini being one of the signs of the child. There are several signs that are children in astrology. I don't know if you know this, but one of the signs for children is Gemini. Another is the sign of Leo. And the other is the sign of Aries. And guess where the moon is? It's exactly sextile the sun at 13 degrees of Aries. This is a very childish day. Let's just admit it. Let's just have fun and play and get it out of the way. I know a lot of people are partying because of what happened with Trump. The party started yesterday, but I think the party is going to go into Saturday. Friday, Saturday, like this is, there are a lot of us who are partying. I'm sorry if you believe in that mess. That's a whole nother conversation. But many of us do not, okay? We all saw that this guy was guilty. And he was found guilty because guess what? He's guilty. And I think a lot of us are partying. So it's a very jovial, happy mood. The sad part is he is a Gemini, and I don't know how much of that he's feeling. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about that, okay? The moon is at 13 degrees of Aries, and the North Node is at 14 degrees of Aries. So the moon and the North Node are actually on each other. And the crazy thing is, for me personally, I've got a progressed Aries rising, and so all of this is just sitting right, like, conjunct my progressed first house and square my natal first house, and so, or my natal sun. And so I think that's what brought me out here today. I have not gone live in a long time, and I especially have not wanted to come and talk about astrology or do readings or anything like that, but because I'm doing other things. But the thing is, I really want to do that today. I really do. And Mars, by the way, is at 24 degrees of Aries, which is also, that's inside of my first house, like for sure, for shizzle, it is. And it's trying my own natal Mars at 24 degrees of Leo. So yes, here I am in your face, gonna have fun, gonna play, probably loud, might scare some people, lots of energy, might throw you off. I'm sorry if you don't get it, but if you're into that positive play, you're into the happy, jovial mood, you want to feel good, not bad, want to be happy, not sad, then I'm the person to be, because that's what I'm bringing to you tonight, okay? And I'm not going to tarry, and I do quick readings because I'm an astrologer and not really a tarot reader. I read from my empathic or psychic, my intuition, basically. Basically, I'm the high priestess. That's pretty much it, right? I just come and tell my stuff and then I leave. That's what I do. But I did bring cards. Okay, I have my cards. I'm actually going to do readings. We're going to do this. They might not be long, but they're going to be something, okay? But before we get that, let's finish. We've got Jupiter at 1 degree of Gemini. Yes, yes, yes. Jupiter has gone into Gemini. It's going to be there for a year. We got 12 months of this Gemini flavor. Now, look, I'm not going to do it today, but I'm going to do where I'll talk about Gemini, how it affects the signs, each sign. But I'm telling you, Jupiter in Gemini is a really confusing place for Jupiter to be. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. See, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is the opposite of Gemini. Gemini's, or Jupiter, is in detriment. It's in its fall right now. It's not happy. Usually Jupiter is a very positive experience. And I was thinking about this, as an astrologer. I don't know if you follow me on TikTok. If you follow me on TikTok, you can find me at Astrology Look Inside, just at Astrology Look Inside on TikTok. But on there, I talk, because on TikTok we talk about some things like politics, which you can do on Facebook, right? But you can do it on TikTok. And I talked about the fact that, first of all, I think we're being gaslit by people like Jim Jordan and, MAGA, his followers and his believers. But I think we were being gaslit the whole time. We always knew. We knew he was a criminal, right? I've known Trump was a criminal since I was like 19, because I'm from New Jersey, and there were lawsuits against Trump when I was a teenager. Like when I was young, I've always knew he was a criminal. There was never a time in my life that Trump wasn't a criminal, because I'm from Jersey, and he did some dastardly things in Jersey. So anyway, I feel like people have been majorly lied to and gaslit for some time. So it's going to be maybe a shocker for some people. They're going to have to wake up from a dream. I think you were sold a dream, a lie, something false, something not real for sure. And Geminis are known for not being real. That's what they're known for. They lie. They're known as like tricksters, jesters, clowns, liars, puppeteers. They talk. They lie. They just spin tales. Gemini is the sign that spins tales. That's what they're known for. That's their claim to fame. And so that's what we've seen. That's what we've experienced. That's what happened. You were bamboozled. What is it? You've been hoodwinked and bamboozled. A lot of people have been hoodwinked and bamboozled. I think the biggest hoodwink and bamboozle, though, is that people, I think, were voting for the man because they thought he had some kind of money or whatever. Like he had so much money, so much power. And he's just basically grifting people for money. He couldn't even come up with the money he needed to save his own place in New York. I'm just gonna stop because I can talk and show y'all the truth all day, but whether y'all want to hear the truth, that's something else. Some of y'all are deluded and been brainwashed because if there's someone who's a Gemini liar, and mostly all they say is lies, and you are believing and repeating what they say, then you're repeating lies. You're listening to lies. You're believing in lies. I mean, this is why Fox has been sued for close to $4 billion or something crazy. It's lies. And if you're going to continue on with that, you're going to experience what it means to be in detriment as a liar over the next year, because Jupiter in Gemini is going to I think some Geminis are going to learn a big lesson. It's in its fall. It's not going to be beneficial. It's too much of a you know what, ever hear that saying, too much of a good thing? That's where it's going to be for Gemini. It's too much of a good thing. Okay? So you're going to experience that. What too much of a good thing means. It's not going to feel good, I don't think, because it's some form of overexpansiveness that ends up probably in your downfall. So it's not like anything you would want, I don't think. It's in detriment. It's in its fault. I'm going to just keep saying it because I think really, truly, I believe that okay, there's this thing. Does anyone watch the Midas Touch? I'm a huge fan of the Midas Touch on YouTube. So if you have not checked out the Midas Touch, do check out the Midas Touch. I love it. Anything that has to do with Trump or, the politics or legal matters, I go to the Midas Touch. And one of the things they said was before the verdict, it was getting late. They thought Trump and his lawyer assumed that it was going to go to the next day. And he began almost celebrating, like they were smiling and laughing and almost celebrating like it was done, like they were going to win. And less than, I think they said it was an hour or 90 minutes or whatever it was, the jury came back with the guilty. And, he had to sit there and hear them say guilty, 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 like 34 times. And that is Jupiter in its fall. That's Jupiter in detriment. You're not getting that lucky day. You're not getting your happy moment. You're not getting that. Not when Jupiter is on you like that. And it's in its fall. It's in its detriment. And let's not forget that the opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius. And what does Sagittarius stand for? Justice and truth. Honesty, truth, integrity. We stand for the politics and the legalities of the world. That's what the ninth house, that's what Sagittarius is. So this man literally went up against truth and justice and lost. Because at the end, facts will always weigh out over lies. And people can believe the lies, but it doesn't make them true. And it doesn't make them facts. And we just learned that in a court of law. And that's reality. So when I see people out here and they're upset and they're angry and they're doing weird things because this man was held accountable for what he should have been held accountable for and what any of us would be held accountable for, then I know that it's more of that Gemini weird stuff going on. It's all farce. It's all fake. It's all not real. It holds no validity. It has no foundation or base in it. Now, we've got Mars. We talked about that at 24 degrees of Aries, but we've got Uranus at 24 degrees of Taurus. Okay. And that Uranus at 24 degrees of Taurus is actually conjunct Mercury at 27 degrees of Taurus. I don't know how Uranus and Mercury together like that. Now, luckily, Mercury is pulling apart, but I feel like some of the things we've heard over the last 24 to 48 hours, we've heard some crazy things come out of people's mouths because Uranus and Mercury were conjunct in Taurus. I've heard some of the most horrific things, like when Eric Trump said, and we're white, as though being white alone is the factor that determines if you're guilty or not guilty. This is not 1944. This is 2024. And I pray that we are smarter and wiser and more intelligent and more aware in 2024 than we would have been 80 years ago. Like, we know better. We all know better. And I think this is what, also some of the things that he said, just horrific things have been said. But can I just say this somewhere? I'm going to post it somewhere. But I had predicted this guilty because we just had a full moon in Sagittarius. And what does Sagittarius stand for? Truth and justice and politics and legalities and law and order and facts and truth and education and not lies and not BS and not, false talk. It stands for the truth. Sagittarius will fight you for the truth. There's a Lady Justice sitting on Sagittarius for a reason, because it's about that. And we brought that to the core, to the surface. And I literally cheered. I screamed. There were people clapping, like on Zoom meetings. There were people dancing, honking their horns. Like, this is something America wanted. This man is guilty, and he was found guilty by a jury of his peers. And as someone who voted against him and made sure he got fired 4 years ago, I applaud them. They are national heroes. My goodness, thank you, jurors of New York, for doing your duty and doing what was right. And thank you, that moon in Sagittarius, for making sure that people did what was right. Now, I want to say also that Saturn at 18 degrees of Pisces most likely was squaring Trump's sun. He might have forgot that square. And it's squaring the sun too, like the sun right now, because the sun's in Gemini. But it's at 18 degrees. That means it's almost smack in the middle. That means wherever Trump's sun is, because it gets 10-degree orb in Gemini, it's probably getting squared to it from Saturn. Saturn, the great taskmaster that holds you to account for all the dirt and bad things that you've done. And this man, like I said, was a criminal when I was 19. That means I'm 61. I'm 61. And this man was on my television when I was 19 under investigation. Don't come to me with your gaslighting and telling me he's not a criminal. He has always been a criminal. Whether you choose to believe it or not, that's on you. But like I said, I'm from Jersey. I saw all the court things. They had it on like ABC Live Action News on Channel 6 News. It's not like it was hidden. Did you know Trump had 4,200 court cases? Whether he brought them or someone else brought them against him doesn't matter. There's 4,200. I did not say 420. I said 4,200. That's 4,200. I can't even comprehend that. This is someone who obviously, that Sagittarius has, truth and justice has been after him for a minute. And it caught him. And let me tell you something else that's about to catch him. And I made a video about this on TikTok. They say the sentencing for this man, I don't like saying his name. I don't know if you noticed. But the sentencing is on July 11th. And July 11th is in the sign of Cancer. And Trump has Leo rising, which means that Cancer is falling in his 12th house. Now, if you know anything about astrology, what does the 12th house stand for? Prison! The 12th house stands for prison. He is going to be sentenced for 34 felonies when the sun is going to be in the area of prison in his own natal horoscope. Now, I couldn't have made that up myself. It is what it is. Karma. I'm telling you, it's karma. The man is guilty. He can't get away from it. You want to hear something else? I've talked about this before too. And I'm sorry I stopped about the planets, but I can't. It's like bubbling out of me. I got to talk about it. The other thing I had mentioned was about Joe Biden. Do you want to know who has Sagittarius rising? Joe Biden. President Biden is he is Trump's nemesis. I can only laugh. He keeps saying, "Oh, President Biden is using this against me," and yet he's not doing anything. It's called karma. He came against a wall that he could not get past, and that is Mr. Sagittarius rising, and he is not getting past law and justice. And what does the office of the president rule? Yeah, he's not getting past us. But he earned it. Okay, I want people to understand that it's not about anyone doing anything to him. It's about him getting what he earned. It wouldn't happen if it wasn't meant to. Remember that, you guys. So when I see his people out there and they're yelling and screaming and throwing tantrums and railing against the system and justice, and they want to get rid of the entire justice system or legality system. I don't want to do anything like that, especially not for Trump. He's not worth it. It's not worth it. I want to make sure we keep our Constitution, at least till we get, a couple of younger presidents in. I definitely don't want him touching anything. I don't want him touching nothing. In fact, let's be honest. This man has not been in politics for 4 years. He shouldn't have his hand in anything. He is not our president. He is not really anything. He lied his way in the first time, as we now see with the hush money trial. And he has nothing to do with her politics. Let this go. This has been an obsession I think our nation had with a criminal, and we need to let it go. When he goes to prison, let him go there. And let's forget him. I know this sounds bad, you guys, but this is reality. This is our reality. We created this. And now we got to put an end to it. We should have never created it in the first place. But now it has to be taken care of. Another thing I want to talk about is the fact that Jupiter and Pluto are trine. Pluto is retrograding. But let me talk about this really quick too. I mean, if I did solar houses and based everything on 0 degree, each solar house beginning at 1 degree or like 0 degrees, then Pluto is already in Trump's 7th house of enemies. Pluto's in Aquarius, and Aquarius opposes his Leo rising. So his enemies are only going to get worse. They're going to get stronger as time goes on. I've made videos about this. I've been telling you guys for a minute. At first, nobody listened to me. I don't know if anyone's listening to me now, but I've never wavered once on what I've said about Trump and him being an enemy to the country because he's a Gemini and we're a Cancer country. July 4th is a Cancer country and he's a Gemini. He should have never been our president. And the fact now that, we're dealing with what we're dealing with, I obviously wasn't wrong. So we're going to have to deal with this. But I think it will be handled. And I mean, Pluto wipes away everything. And let's just hope he's going to be okay, because Pluto is at the tail end of the sixth house. So let's hope his health is going to be okay. That's before it ever even gets, to his seventh house of enemies. I'm just saying. I am concerned for people who cannot see the reality of what's been going on there. I'm going to leave that. Oh, and I did mention that Neptune was at 29 degrees, right? Neptune's almost at Aries. We're almost there. When it basically, even though it's not technically already in Aries, we've got a beautiful like a sextile between Neptune. Really, it's a sextile because it's almost like it's in Aries already. So it's really sextile both Pluto and Jupiter. It's actually very positive. You guys, I don't know why I'm getting sick. I'm trying not to. I picked up the cards and I started feeling ill, which is why I have not been doing tarot a lot lately. I don't know what it is. I'm going to try to pull a few cards. We're going to start with the sign of Gemini. Since we're in Gemini season, I'm just going to see what I get for Gemini. I'm not pulling a lot of cards. I'm just pulling some cards, like 2, 3, 3 to 5, or, oh my. Ugh. Got cards falling. So, okay, let's see what's going on here. This is Gemini. This actually looks good for Gemini so far. I mean, unless I'm, oh, it's looking kind of, I think it's looking kind of good for Gemini. Now, I thought it was good for Gemini last month, but I do. Yeah, this is good for Gemini. Gemini, you got something good coming. I could talk all day about what's wrong and what, what should be done and shouldn't be done. But I think some kind of good thing is coming in for Gemini, and I think it's coming in fast. Don't forget, the next moon is in Gemini. New moon. Gemini new moon. The Chariot. Some Geminis have some really good things coming. I think you're going to win and be victorious, Gemini, in something that you're doing, something that people didn't expect you to be victorious in. Because look, you got the Nine of Cups right after. Like, I feel like you're going to be emotionally okay. You're going to find your success. It is happening. Now, the world fell on the floor. It was a little, I don't know if I'm going to have it upside down. I'm just going to have it sideways. Maybe there's going to be some issues with your material success or your reputation, if you're Trump. But money, I heard like Trump raised $53 million overnight after the verdict. So stuff like that, right? And look, it doesn't stop though. I want you to understand, like, this is really good. This does not stop. You got 9 of Cups and now you got the 9 of Staves. So not only do you have like this emotional fulfillment, but you've got something coming in. Like, I don't know what your plan is, but I feel like you got some kind of plan of action, and the action is coming quick. It's fiery, it's fast, it's quick, and it's coming, and you got the sun. And I feel like Geminis, you're going to win. It's your new moon. Now, some Geminis might have some issues. I don't know about Trump, but hey, he's got all these people out here, and I pray to goodness the Supreme Court don't do anything stupid to protect this man, because like I said, he was always a criminal. But look, he's got the sun. In some way, I feel like Trump is going to be okay. Oh, why I say that? Because on the bottom was the Tower. He got to start something over. He might have a new beginning. He's, started from the bottom, now I'm here. That might be what's going on with Trump, okay? I just wanted to tell you guys. And, but overall, Gemini, if you're a Gemini, I see good stuff coming. I mean, the 9 of Cups makes it feel like maybe something good in love. The Chariot, I feel like that's good. I mean, that's normally the sign of Cancer, but that is coming in quick. And you had the 9 of Staves. That's also quickness. It is something coming fast. And it might even be unexpected, but it is coming, and it is coming quickly. Okay? So I would expect, what do they say? Expect your good. Expect your good. Expect it. something wonderful to come in. Expect your miracle. I feel like if you're deserving of a miracle, you'll get one. Now, I also believe if you're not deserving, like the person I have been ranting about, I don't know. But I feel like if you've been deserving of a miracle, I feel like you'll get your miracle. Okay? Okay. So let's move on to see what we're going to tell the sign of Cancer. I'm already shuffling. I just want to see what we get. I'm going to shoot for 3 to 5 cards for Cancer just to get a basic general reading here. And I got all the cards. They just came right out. So Cancer, this is what I got for you. I feel like you got the 7 of Cups. I feel like some Cancers, you guys want to be happy. You want to be emotionally fulfilled. You might be looking for different ways of finding this fulfillment, of finding this happiness. You might be trying out different things, trying out different people, trying out different relationships, just trying to get your feel of what it is you really want and what's going to really make you happy. It could be anything. It could be money. It could be love. It could be any of those things, but you're searching. I feel like you're looking, and I feel like it's because you have been searching for a while. You've been trying to get emotionally fulfilled for a minute, Cancer. Some Cancers have been looking for their happiness for a minute. And I feel like some of you have been working hard with the 7 of Cups and this 10 of Wands. That to me is like hard work. Like just keep putting in the effort and hoping and praying that you're going to get back the result, and maybe feeling like I'm not getting back the result and now I got to make a decision. 2 of Pentacles. Maybe it's about money. I got to make a choice. I got to make a decision about this money. I got to make a decision about this job. I got to make a decision about this divorce. I got to make a decision about this opportunity, whatever it is. But you got choices that you got to make, and you got to make them. Here's the Emperor. This is about you being the boss, being a leader, being executive, taking charge, making the decision. Make the decision. What you waiting for? And here you are at the end, King of Cups. There you are, Cancer. You better make that decision. I don't know if it's about love or romance with the Cups here, but you've been putting that decision off. Make that decision. It's hilarious when I think about this. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but you've been putting, look at this mess. It is. Look at this. Here's the 2 of Wands, making that decision. You looking back over everything that you've done, surveying all that you have and all that you have had and all that you did and all that could possibly be, and thinking, oh, I gotta make a choice. What will that choice be? And I sense that for Cancer. That's what it is. I feel like, right after that was the 8 of Swords. I feel like some Cancers just don't know what the choice is yet. But it's you. You got to make it. Okay, don't push it on to somebody else. This is about a business or anything like that, or anything where a decision must be made. You can't push this on to somebody else, Cancer. This is your decision. Don't forget, after Gemini season is Cancer season. So it is time for you to come into your own right now. And I hope you're doing that. I hope you're doing the right things, making the right decisions that you have to make, so that you can have, the results and the success that you really, really are worthy of having, I believe. I can't believe that poll came out after I shuffled and everything, and I showed that. I can't believe that. That's crazy. We're on the sign of Leo right now. Just seeing what we're going to share with the sign of Leo. Let's see what we got for Leo. Whoa, Leo. Leo wanted to have a lot of things come out, but this is the 5 that I got right here. First, you got that 8 of Swords. I don't know if some Cancers got Leo rising, Leo moon, or Leo's with Cancer rising or whatever, but you also got that 8 of Swords, which I saw at the bottom of the deck for Cancer. And I feel like it's just a confusion. It's like you can't see that, first of all, you're not trapped, but you feel like you are. You feel like you can't move, but you can. You feel like you're blind, but you're not. And, I feel like this is the way you're feeling. Like, I'm trapped. I'm in this situation, but you're not. And here's the Judgment card. Whatever you have been in is over. Judgment is the end of it. It's done. Whatever this is where you felt like you were trapped or whatever, yeah, it's over. It's done. Maybe it's about money, Eight of Pentacles, learning something new. Some of you might have had to get new jobs or might have to go get new jobs. If your job that you got is not working and you feel trapped there and or whatever, you might have to get on out of that. That ain't working. Yeah, you got the Ten of Wands too. Like I said, I think some Leo's got Cancer rising or Cancer's got Leo rising. But yeah, you got that Ten of Wands as well. Like I said, I feel like this is about a job. I saw that Eight of Pentacles. And I'm thinking if you feel like you're not getting ahead or there's something missing or something you don't know or you're passed over. I don't know. I'm getting vibes. Get out of there. Go find another job. Maybe that's what it is. Whatever it is, the Hermit was the last card. So I feel like this is time for you to take some time to go and meditate over it, pray over it, heal. You know, sometimes we got to heal. Judgment in the Hermit were your major arcana. So yeah, Judgment in the Hermit is telling me, yeah, go heal. Whatever it is that you were worried about is over. So go heal. And it is about your ambitions and your, success and stuff. You had 2 8s. 2 8s is always about career and ambitions and stuff like that. On the bottom of this deck, 3 of Pentacles. You know, the funny thing is, if this really, and then there was a 10 of Pentacles after that, Lord. The thing is, if this really was about a job, I feel like when I got that 3 of Pentacles, that is saying, look, it's who you know. Reach out to people you know. They might know about a better job. So if this is about you getting more money, a better job, leaving a bad situation, you've been overworked, you've been overlooked, you've been, whatever. Reach out to people you know because it's who you know. Leo, it's who you know, okay? All right. Don't say I ain't tell you. So let's move on to the next sign, and the next sign is the wonderful, lovely sign of Virgo. I love Virgo. In some Virgos, I didn't talk about this, but some Virgos might be feeling it because there's a lot of Gemini. And Gemini, squares Virgo. The really great thing about it, though, is that squares build action. So if you have been like not really attentive, not having a lot of energy or anything, you might find that suddenly you've got it because squares bring energy. So the first thing I got to say for Virgo is you also win. I don't know what you're up to, Virgo, but this is you just being victorious. Like you start out victorious. Like I'm the winner. I got the crown. I'm victorious. I'm coming in victorious. I didn't won this battle. This war is over because I won it. Okay, that's Virgo coming in. Oh, look at this. And you're generous. Giving to get. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, very generous. I feel like, these 2 6s together, too, tells me that you got something brewing that might not even have been finished yet, but it is something big brewing for you, and it is going to be your success. And I also feel like when you're kind, when you're helpful, when you are giving and equality and reciprocity, that type of thing, that is going to be very successful for you. That's going to usher in your success. You're another one too with the 7 of Cups. So you're another one that's got these options. You got these choices, trying out different things, seeing if it works, seeing if it makes you happy. Some things might, some things might not. Either way, I think you are. And the Page of Wands, oh my gosh, Virgo, you are so freaking creative right now. Your mind is on fire with creativity. You've got some good ideas, and those ideas are going to lead to your ultimate success. Your mind is like a computer. A really good program, by the way. Ace of Swords, oh yeah, that information is in your mind. Virgos, you are known for having great information, but whatever information you're dealing with, it is going to lead. First of all, you're creative, highly creative. The Ace of Swords and the Page of Wands together, ultimate creation, okay? But you started with the 6 of Wands. You started on stage as the star. the victor, the winner. You win. On the bottom of the deck, you got the moon. Use your intuition. And also remember, if it seems like it's too good to be true, it might be too good to be true. Check out every opportunity, every offer. Make sure they're 100% truthful. Check for any loopholes, any miscommunication, any lies, okay, any deception. Make sure you cover yourself with that. And right after that, Knight of Swords, yes. Be diligent. Do your information checking, okay? Don't take anyone at face value. Don't trust nothing. Make sure you get all the facts. The facts are your best friend, Jack. The facts are the facts, and you're going to love the facts. The facts are going to give you this. The facts are going to make you victorious. Okay, so don't shirk on the facts. If you want your victory, you know what to do. So let's move on to the next sign. And what is that next sign? The next sign is the sign of Libra. So let's see what we're telling Libras. And I always say I do the readings until I run out of energy. Right now, I still got a lot of energy. So we're going to keep going. And I thank you, Gemini Sun and Aries Moon, for the energy. That beautiful sextile. Thank you so much for that. Okay, this is what we got here for Libra. Libra, it's always about love with you, ain't it? Somebody done broke your heart. You upset about something. I don't know if somebody done cheated. You're in a third party. I don't know why you would be in it, but you might be, or someone's doing that to you. But I just sense some form of heartbreak, or you had that. Here's the Empress. Some of you might even be pregnant. Oh goodness, I just got this vibe. Some Libras are out there pregnant, and the child's out there, went out. Maybe you were with somebody else's man even, but they got somebody else. And I do sense that. And the High Priestess, I feel like, look, whatever this is creative. Okay, this just might be a creative way of you dealing with the heartbreak. And I feel like with the High Priestess coming right out after the Empress like that, I just feel like you kind of know, like, empathically, inside, in your mind, in your heart, in your third eye, you feel it. You know what's really going on. You know what the truth is, whatever it is. I don't know, but some Libras, their man got somebody else pregnant, so there could be that. And look at this. And when you find out, you walking away like, forget you. You ain't nothing but trash. Look at that. And that's the judgment. That's what I feel like is happening. Oh my goodness. Heartbreak. Why? Somebody pregnant. And who? I don't know, but you sensing it, Libra. And it ain't you, because you walking away because they done did something. And that's the judgment. You done. And on the bottom of the deck, look at this. 8 of Swords. Someone's feeling trapped. You don't know. You're looking for the facts. That's what it is. You don't know. You feel like you're trapped. You're not. But the Page of Wands, you're going to get the fact. There's a lot of creativity here. I just sense that because you had the Empress and you have the Page of Wands. There is ultimate creativity. I do sense that with the Page of Wands, though, this might be about you doing something that has to do with, or them, okay, because this could be them. A cross from watcher might be watching. But it might have something to do with your cell phone or communication, because we're talking Page of Wands. And also we're talking about the Empress, by the way, who's very creative. So just be careful, like what you're writing. You might want to check emails or DMs or phone, Libra. Lord. Stuff. I don't know why I got that message for Libra, but some Libras out there, that could be it. Or, you had the judgment in that, in the 8 of Cups of walking away. This might be something you already walked away from. And you're just in the point right now where you're healing your heart. You know what I mean? And you're finding creative ways to do that. That could be for some Libras, okay? Like this might have happened a while ago, and you're just learning to deal with it. Experiencing something different now, maybe. So let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Scorpio. I really want to see what we got for Scorpios. Let's see what we're telling Scorpio. Oh, that must have popped out. What? Okay. There were a couple of cards that popped out for Scorpio. I'm surprised. I'm getting the same cards tonight for some reason. The same cards want to come out for everyone. Sometimes there are themes like that. You ever notice? There are. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. I just had like, I don't know how many cards fall. So give me a second. We're going to grab said cards. We're not going to use these. Oh my. Hold on. Okay, we're not. Look at. I got completely disheveled. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. Let me put my headset back on and like how I get that disheveled. That's ridiculous. This is why I don't do lives that often. Okay, so all right, so let's see. Okay, I've got the 3 cards that there. You guys have no like so many cards fell. There's no way I can take all these cards. So let me see if we can get 2 more cards because that was ridiculous. I got what 3 cards? Okay, let's see if we can get. Oh, something popped out right away, and 1 more. Oh, I just saw one that was backwards. Oh wait, no, there was a bunch. This is a crazy reading, Scorpio. And all this I'm going through to pull your cards. I wonder if some Scorpios feel like this, like in general, like it's just been like pulling your back teeth trying to get things done. Like it's all, there's just so much going on or something to that effect. Yeah, I just sense that might be something that's happening for Scorpio. Okay, so here we go, Scorpio. You got the 3 of Wands. And the funny thing with the 3 of Wands, they're looking back. They're looking like I'm surveying my past. I'm surveying everything around me. I'm seeing what is about me, where I can go, what I can do, what I can create, what new can be added into my life. I'm building up my courage to create this new thing and to maybe conquer a new area of life. And where did I use conquer? Because you got the 6 of Wands right after that. This 3 of Wands and 6 of Wands right there, that's very courageous. This is you being, Scorpio, you're being very courageous. You're like a battler. Look at this, Emperor. Yeah, you're making decisions even. I sense that with these 3 cards right here, you're surveying all that is around you. You're picking up, you're taking on your courage. Because of your courage, I think you'll be victorious, and because you're able to make decisions as a leader. Okay? Page of Wands, also your creativity. This Page of Wands has been popping out a lot of night. There's a lot of creativity afoot. And I feel like when you come up with creative solutions, you're going to win. Now, this 9 of Cups in reverse, and it did fall. So let's put it sideways, okay? 9 of Cups normally is you getting like a really good experience and fulfillment in what it is that you're doing, like feeling like, okay, I did this thing, I'm feeling fulfilled, it worked to my benefit. But when it's in reverse, you might feel like, love or romance is not working, or this goal, this dream is not working. But it was, let's keep it to the side, okay? That will stay positive for you, Scorpio. And on the bottom of the deck is a 2 of Cups. This might be about love or relationship. Maybe that's why the 9 of Cups came out right before the 2 of Cups. So stay positive. And look, 3 of Cups right after it. Look, Cups. I'm sensing, and by the way, Scorpio, Cups. Scorpio is ruled by Cups. So I really believe that this might be about a relationship, and you might be embarking on something new. Whatever it is with the 6 of Wands and the Emperor, I feel like you're going to be victorious in it. And with the Page of Wands, be creative, okay? Don't be afraid to step into that new relationship if that's what this is about. If you've been afraid to get into a union, or you had a bad one, so, that makes you afraid, let it go. It's time to start anew. I believe in you. I believe in you. And I think we had Venus in Taurus. So I feel like Taurus Venus has been, I think it's in Gemini now, if I'm not mistaken. I think Mercury is, let me just make sure. What is it? No, yeah, Mercury's in Taurus and Venus is now in Gemini. But I feel like some of Scorpios have felt that. Like, you know, it's opposite, and it's been in your seventh house. You have planets going through your seventh and eighth house. So, you know, romance, partnerships, sex, all of those areas have been highlighted for Scorpio. And the eighth house is the house of Scorpio. And so Scorpios are, I think, activated right now in June. And don't forget, by the end of June, it's going to be in Cancer, and then that's going to be a trine to your sun. It's going to be beneficial to you and very, very positive. Okay. So I have pulled cards for the sign of Sagittarius. And let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Sagittarius right now. Okay. So Saggy, this is what I've got for Saggy. You start out with the Queen of Swords. You cutting something off. Look, I talked about Sagittarius in my astrology portion of this tonight because, like I said, Sagittarius stands for truth, honesty, and it stands for justice for all, you know, justice and legalities and law and order and politics and things like that. And the Queen of Swords is, you know, I feel like she had to deal with that because it's Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, and a cutoff had to be done right after a judgment. And I do feel like Sagittarius is, you know, I do feel like some Saggies are making a judgment, or a judgment's being made. Either way, something is ending that might have started, needs to end. But I do sense that there might be some kind of judgment that Sagittarius are making. You did get the Nine of Cups, and you got it upright. So that might be about love or romance. Because Nine of Cups usually is about romance. It's about getting an offer maybe that is really good because it's something you really want to happen, and it does happen, and it changes everything, and it makes it feel good. And look at this, a King of Swords. We got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. We got a couple. This is about love, Saggy. I think some Saggies are about to get into a relationship or are in it. There might be a judgment. It might be ending. I mean, there's two swords here. But no, I think with the Nine of Cups, I think it's definitely a good thing. You got the judgment. But it ends on the Lovers. And the fact that you got both the King and Queen of Swords, that is a good couple. That the King and the Queen of Swords, they tend to argue and fight sometimes, but they are an active couple. Like, they're constantly going places, doing things. It's summertime. You might get into a summertime romance. They usually dress good. They, you know, they talk, they communicate, they go out and do things together, driving along together. I always think of the King and Queen of Swords as, you know, just that couple that's out there at the club. That's they're not mom and pop, but they're like at the club, you know, partying. And they're usually having a good time. I mean, it might not be the longest lasting relationship, but it is a relationship. It's a lover's relationship. And I sense with the Nine of Cups and with the Lovers and the Judgment in this reading and the King and the Queen of Swords, that Lovers is part of, or this might be part of what's going on. There's something going on with my computer, so I might have to stop. There's a Nine of Pentacles at the bottom as well. Okay, I want you to understand that this might be something really beneficial when it comes to love and romance. Okay, so I do want to make sure I point that out. Okay, for you. All right, so let me see what we've got here. We're going to move on to the next sign. I love, by the way, the Nine of Pentacles for Sagittarius. I'm just going to talk about this while I get everything set up for Capricorn. And the reason I love this for Saggy is because, you know, the Nine of Pentacles is money. And so it could be that whatever you're doing with the Lovers or in that might lead to money. So it's like you're getting a lot. You're getting not only the relationship, the potential of it anyway, but also money. So you might be going through a period of increased wealth coming up soon. And that's wonderful. I like that reading for you, Saggy, especially if you've been looking for a relationship. And let's not forget that the sign of Gemini is in the natural seventh house of Sagittarius. So your relationships are highlighted right now, and I would take advantage of that. I sense that you've got the potential. If you're not in a relationship, and even if you are, this might be a time to improve your current relationship or get into a new relationship. Either or, okay? Either or. So let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Capricorn, because I just had a bunch of stuff happen down there a second ago, and I'm praying that everything with my recording is okay, because my recordings tend to go crazy when I do the Saturday Night Lives. So let's see what we've got for the sign of Capricorn. What's going on with Cappies? And wow, that came out quickly for Capricorn. I got 5 right away. So the first card I got for Capricorn, you got the 3 of Cups. I think some Capricorns are working with other people. I think you might be working with other people on projects, and because you're working with other people, those projects are going to end up being successful, and you're going to be able to celebrate at the end of that because you are working with other people, doing it in unison. Don't try to do it alone, Capricorn. Do it with other people. Maybe you're dealing with some Cancers or Scorpios or Pisces, but here's the King of Cups. And what I love about the King of Cups is this is bringing in emotional security for you and everyone around you. Maybe bringing security to the project that you're working on. And you too got a 9 of Cups. This 9 of Cups has been popping up everywhere. I just feel like with that, there's going to be success in whatever you're doing, and that you could be extremely lucky and get your emotional fulfillment, because it started with the 3 of Cups and then you got the 9 of Cups. But look, you got this 2 of Pentacles, and I think this might have something to do with money, decisions that have to do with money. But with it sitting on the 9 of Cups like that, I feel like your money is coming. There is the Hermit that popped out after that. So you might have to take time to meditate and pray over this. You might decide to take time alone and just go into like prayer or hiding or whatever, or recovery. Also, the Hermit is also a good time to like go to like the spa or chiropractor or anything that's going to make you healthier, because it's a time of regeneration. But you also had the 7 of Cups pop out, and the 7 of Cups and 9 of Cups have been popping up everywhere. Okay, so Capricorn, this tells me that you got so many choices. You got so many cups here. You had the 3 of Cups, the King of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. All these cups, and the Hermit of all things. So I feel like take your time to make your choice, because you have the 2 of Pentacles, which is choices about some financial thing or another. So take your time. Recover, regenerate, renew, redo, and make your choices, work with other people. I feel like you can get your emotional fulfillment. Find water signs if you can to work with. And on the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. Use your intuition. Capricorn, I feel like when you use your intuition, you're going to know exactly what to do. And you'll be able to avoid that 9 of Swords, which was there as well. And you had 2 9s here, which tells me that, God, the angels, the universe, you're going to be at the right place at the right time. Capricorn, I feel like you're at the right place at the right time to get your emotional fulfillment and to be, I think, a success with whatever projects you're working on with other people. It is just the right place, the right time, and maybe the right project. So congrats, Cappy. It could have gone a lot worse, but stay diligent. Make sure you're working with others. Together, I think you'll be able to get something really accomplished. Okay, good luck to you, Capricorn. So let's see what we're telling the sign of Aquarius. What are we telling Aquarius? Let's see what's happening with Aquariuses. Now, right now, we're in the sign of Gemini, so I'm thinking something good might be happening with Aquariuses, but let's see what the cards want to tell them. So I right away got 3 cards out, so we got that. Let's see if we can get a couple more. I'm doing 5 spreads. Just quickly going over things, nothing major here. Something to give to you guys, because I haven't shared anything with you in so long, and I really wanted to do something because we've got this moon coming up in Gemini, and I want to make sure I get the words to you about this new moon. Okay, let's see. Oh, I keep getting way too many cards that I cannot use. Gemini. See, some Aquariuses might be dealing with Gemini. Wow, something else popped out. You know, I'm just going to take whatever this was. Gemini. I'm saying it again. Aquariuses, some Aquariuses have a lot to do with Gemini. I don't know what it is. But you started out with a Page of Pentacles. And that just tells me there is communication about money. You might be thinking about money, taking courses. You might be in some online course. You might be someone who is selling information online on the internet. And I feel like when you do that, I feel like it could lead to your money. Oh, wow, that was crazy. Ace of Swords popped up in the air. But I do feel like with the Ace of Swords sitting on the Page of Pentacles, you've got victory coming. And I think it's going to be when it comes to money online. I really do. Or some information, information product or something, a digital product or something. Look, and you got the Ten of Pentacles after that. The Ten of Pentacles is everything, Aquarius. I feel like no matter what you've been going through, I feel like your life is going to get back into order. Your family, your life, your money, your work, your home, your job, your children, all of it. It's all going to come back into place. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. But it just could be money. Again, money coming toward you, I think. But here's the Hangman. You're waiting for it. I feel like this is probably the message. Some Aquariuses, okay, might have these digital products, these online services, products, whatever. You've been waiting for the money. You've created it. You've been very, very creative with it and waiting to get the money. And I think some of the money is coming in. I think you actually have big money coming in, but there's a Hangman. So it's just saying, be patient, wait for it. But then it comes in and you're the leader. You're the boss. You're the decision maker when it comes to this, Aquarius. This is coming in. You just can't see it yet. Eight of Swords. You might feel like you're trapped. You can't see it. You don't know how it's going to come to you. You're like, I don't know. Nothing's working for me, but it's going to work. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, the King of Cups, you're going to get your emotional fulfillment. You just don't know it yet. But you're going to get it. Okay, I want you to understand it's on its way to you. And the thing is, you need to understand that it's on its way to you, that you've got this coming with the Page and the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords and the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. The only issues you had were the Hangman and the Eight of Swords, is because you don't see it coming. But it doesn't mean it's not. It just means you can't see it. Okay, so this has been my reading for you, Aquarius. I hope it resonates with you. I hope you get what it is that you've been hoping for, but don't give up, because if you give up, then you never will get it. Remember that part. Okay, so let's move on to the next sign, which is the sign of Pisces. Let's see what we're going to tell the wonderful sign of Pisces. What are we telling Pisces tonight? I want to see what the message is for Pisces. Pisces, what are we? Did I just get 5 cards like immediately? I think I did. I think I might even have more than 5. I do, but I'm going to keep them because they all came down. You are another one that got the 3 of Swords. You might be the one who I think is having the problem with the cancer or whatever. Anyway, Pisces, you got the 3 of Swords here, which tells me there might be some type of, you're getting over a heartbreak, or there could be some heartbreak, or someone might be cheating on you even right now. I don't think that's the case. I think you're getting over it because you got the 10 of Cups right on top of this 3 of Swords. So I feel like you might have had heartbreak. You might have been cheated on, lied to. There might have been somebody else. And I feel like you've gotten over that. I feel like you're over that now, or you're waiting to get over it. Hangman right after. You're waiting to get your 10 of Cups. You're waiting to get that fulfillment. And you're tired of being lied to, deceived, and, having this deception. That could be why you're waiting. And you just can't see. You're still waiting because you feel like you're still tied. This to me feels like someone who got got abandoned by a narcissist that you're trying to rebuild, but you just can't see it yet, and you still feel like you're tight, but you're not. This is your time to rebuild. And this might be about work, okay? Because this is about money and work. But you might have gotten burned even at work. And it's just now, it's time for you to start to rebuild. You might not be able to see how it's all going to work out in the end, but I believe that it can. You just have to have courage. And you also have to make decisions. So if this is about being in a bad relationship, being in a bad job, being in a bad situation, but you're not leaving it. Like if you're going through this Three of Swords and you're still there trying to make a decision, why are you still allowing yourself to go through the Three of Swords? Get on out of that. Go find your fulfillment. Go build something new. Okay? On the bottom of the deck, you're another one, King of Cups. Go find your emotional fulfillment. Go find your King of Cups. That's you too, by the way, Pisces. Find your emotional fulfillment. Get stuck here. You don't need to be stuck here. Nah. Plus, it's Gemini season. It's all going to change when it's Pisces season, no matter what you're going through. So don't let yourself get stuck, and, you know, don't buy into really bad narratives. Stay positive. Cancers get Cancers. Pisces, I swear you must be dealing with a Cancer. But Pisces get emotional, and I feel like some Pisces might have just gotten emotional, you know. So let's see what we're going to tell Aries. We're going pretty quickly. We're going to just see what we got for Aries, what cards came out, what messages want to come out for the sign of Aries. Well, that was too many. I was going to grab them, but it was like 5. Okay, here we go. So this is what I've got for, oh, excuse me, I need to get one more. That's not enough. Okay, Aries, I just saw a card I haven't seen for anyone else, so that's a good sign. Okay, Aries, here we go. Aries, you got the 4 of staffs. I feel like some Aries, you're going to be celebrating. And I feel like maybe it's because of, I mean, the moon is in Aries right now, so you could be celebrating today. But I just feel like it's maybe something you put in the effort and it's just going to come back. I feel like right now you might not feel that with the 5 of Pentacles. You might feel like you ain't got no money. Things aren't working the way you want them to. And you might be feeling really down on that. You can't see where this money or this luck or this happiness is coming from. But this is up to you to move away from it. You're going to move away from it. These are swords. This is 6 of Swords. This is you moving away from it mentally. Mentally, you have to move away from feeling like it's not working, because it can. It's all up in here for you, okay? Aries, that's what's going to make the difference for you. And here we go, 10 of Pentacles. And that's you getting everything. You actually getting it all. So believe that you can get it all, and you'll get it all. On the bottom of the deck, the Page of Swords. I think when you're creative and you use like your imagination and your creativity, that's when you're going to get it all, because you've used this imaginative ability to create whatever it is that is created that will end up bringing you what you want. Okay? So let's move on to our last one, and that is the sign of Taurus. That is the sign of Taurus. And I'm ready because I'm sweating. I don't know why. I guess because it's summer. Almost summer. Let's see. The sign of Taurus. Let's see what we've got here for Taurus. We're pulling 5 cards. Just want to see what these 5 cards say. Just a general message. Nothing really fancy to write down. Just some kind of general message for Taurus, so they know what's going on for them. And I just need to get like 1 or 2 more cards. Okay, there we go, Taurus. So the first card I got for Taurus is the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Taurus, some of you guys are not feeling that great. And I feel like how weird that you got the 9 of Swords. Okay, because that's like being in your bedroom, like crying yourself to sleep or whatever. Because the sun, like Taurus is in the 9th or in the 12th house of the sun right now. You might feel like you're hidden. You're in the 12th house of the sun. Now, your Gemini's in your second house, but you're in the 12th house of the sun. So it might be money that's bothering you. Whatever it is, I feel like with the Nine of Staffs, you need to make a plan. You need to make an something that you can put into motion. When you do that, it will go so quickly and it will begin to work. You're the magician. You can be the magician, Taurus. You can make things happen because you ordain it to be so, because you believe it to be so. You've got to believe that. Right now, you have the Temperance card, and this was sideways. So I feel like some Tauruses are just not being patient enough. You know, you can't just go put something on the internet and go and think, why didn't I make $1 million? Because there's certain things you got to do to make that happen. You do have the 10 of Pentacles, okay? And right after the 10 of Pentacles is the Justice card. I think you are going to get it, Taurus. First of all, the 10 of Pentacles, that's your 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles are Taurus's, and it's your 10. And the Justice tells me that this is it. What you reap, you sow. So what you put in, you'll be able to get back tenfold. And I think if you put in something that's going to lead to your success, and on the bottom of the deck, I can't make this up, the Sun, you win, Taurus. You win. I'm telling you, you win. Now, maybe it's because Gemini is in your second house of money. And so maybe you're going to win because this is going to be about the money. But Tauruses love money, so that is you winning. Whatever it is, Taurus, you win. That 10 of Pentacles is yours. I hope you put in the right effort to get that 10 of Pentacles because it wants to come to you. You got the Magician. You got all the tools in you already to get it, to make it happen, okay? You just have to believe that and know that. But yeah, you can definitely make it happen, okay? I just want you to understand that. Okay, you guys, I have sweat by the, what they say, by the sweat of my brow. I have been on, take those headsets off. This has been so much fun. And I just want to say, you know, I'm going to try to go live more often. You guys, I have not gone live in so long. I go live sometimes on TikTok, but I have not been live on YouTube in a while. And I just want to apologize. And I promise I will come and go live more often on YouTube. That is my promise. That is my promise. Okay, much love to you guys. Let's put on some good music and party on out. You know I like to party out. That's what I do, right? So let's see if I can if we can get some good. Wait, what's this one? What's this? What's going on? I like this song, but this wasn't the song I was thinking about, but I like it. I think I started it with this song. So let's go on out on it. We're going to go out with the song I started on. Here we go. Hey, 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 hey.